I know you're particularly excited about the children's services aspect of the job, so tell us what's going on there.
I am very excited about it. You know, children don't ask to be born, and they deserve the opportunity to be in a position to be successful or compete. You've heard this story 100 times, but you know, my son taught at Lake Forest first grade, and you know, he would help. He asked, you know, did I want to do anything? So I'd go in there and I'd ruin the children's reading career, and I'd sit there and let me tell you, there's nothing neater than when it clicks and a child, you know, can start reading. I mean, but during that time of doing that, you recognize very quickly that there's some children that just don't stand a chance, and it's just not, you know, it's just, you know, it's just not deserved on their part. So children have always had a very special place in my heart, and you know, had something to do with the Success by Six, which is an initiative that tries to prepare children so that they have what they need nutritionally, emotionally, educationally, so that when they start school, they can actually start learning. Because if a child isn't prepared when they start school, then you know, they're swimming upstream, and most likely they're not going to catch up. And as a result, whether you're, you know, hard left or hard right, you know, it's the right thing to do from a, you know, just a good thing to do. But also, if the child isn't ready, then you're probably going to have to do something for that individual throughout their life.
So aside from the obvious good deed, you could also argue that this is just fiscally responsible.
Yes, there's no question that you can make that case.
So the board, a couple years ago, you approved the Children's Services Advisory Board.
Correct.
And put substantial funding behind it, and there are several.
$1.25 million.
That's right. And I know they have some programs starting. One really exciting one is the home nurse visit program. Tell us about that.
Well, it's the opportunity where when a child is born, there will be a nurse that will go in and evaluate the child and the family. And that's what's so exciting about these programs, is it not only will help with the child, but it also will assess the child's home and the parents, and see if there's anything that there might be a better way of handling things. So often, and this is part of the problem as far as poverty, and if you've never had a good role model, it's hard to be a good parent, you know, if you haven't had that role model in the past. So what this has opportunity, and this is one of the ways of doing that, is the nurse will come in and make an assessment to see if maybe there's some other programs that might assist the family as they, you know, in the early stages of childhood. So it has a real chance of changing things on a generation basis.
Right. I know you had the pleasure of running into the two Dorothys during your tenure, and
they're great people.
the SWAG group
Right.
that is responsible for so many transformational things over in the Tower Road area and other areas. Tell us a little bit about SWAG.
Well, the interesting thing is it actually started, the sheriff's office had I think it was an after school set up over there in a neighborhood apartment or condo, and that was a violation of the codes. So she had to shut it down, and as a result, the neighborhood and the sheriff said, you know, we need to do something. So there was a big meeting over, I think it was at the Tower Road Library, and the place was jam-packed. And but what was the neatest thing about it was, it wasn't just saying, the people weren't there saying we have a problem, fix it. They said the neighborhood has some ideas. Would the county commission think about partnering with us? And they did. We have, and it started out with the resource center, which is a place where children can go after school, and families can go, and there's affiliations of the Partnership for Strong Families is running it, and it's just the number of people that visit that facility is remarkable. And then the next part was the health clinic that was over there, and thank goodness our health department people, Paul Myers and company, felt that was a real good investment, because it's very hard from somebody to get from, I think it takes 2.5 hours to get from SWAG over to the health clinic if you have to go take the bus. So it's been a huge success, and they're about to, I think this summer, they're going to start opening with a child care facility. So what's neat is hopefully what we're doing is we're taking one of the areas that had the most significant issues, and we're transforming it. And you know, that will be something that will be kind of neat. I can look back and say, you know, maybe I had something to do with that.
Yeah.